YouTubers, Paul here on the Lord's Prayer and taking your place. This is a follow-on video, and it's going to deal with the beauty that was revealed to me when he told me, tell the children I want them to take their place. So in a dream, he came to me and said that. And I did this in an earlier video that's entitled, Jesus says, comma, quote, tell the children I want them to take their place, period, close quote. The summary of that video was, as the children understand the Lord's Prayer and make it their own, it will enable them to take their place in life. He has a personal custom place for each of us, and he wants us to take it. So some questions come to mind. How do we understand the Lord's Prayer? Good question. How do we make the Lord's Prayer our own? How do you own something? How do you make something your own? I'm leaving you with these questions. We'll cover them again in another video. But today the focus is on the beauty of the Lord's Prayer. So when he revealed this to me in the dream, he opened a book, and it was a book that was basically the proportions of a door, tall and not very wide, but it was a children's book, so it was probably 8 inches wide and 1.5 feet tall. And as he opened the book, there was artwork and a pithy little saying, but the artwork was outstanding. And so much so, as I've thought on this, he revealed to me, the artwork is heaven's artwork. It's that perfect. It's inspiring. And as he would turn each page, the artwork surpassed the artwork on the previous page. So the beauty just became more beautiful. And the question I'm asking myself, and I asked him, is, well, what does this beauty and the beautiful artwork tell us? What's that about? Well, it tells us that it's beautiful. The prayer is beautiful. It tells us that he's an artist. We know that from creation, but this was a special dream. It tells us that he cares enough to share his artwork with us, and that it tells us a little bit of how he feels. He feels beautiful about the prayer. He feels beautiful about us. He loves us. He loves the prayer. So that reveals something, that the Lord's Prayer is a little bit of heaven brought to us by himself. And how is it beautiful? Well, that's for you to ponder. Why? You know the old saying, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. So allow yourself to behold this story and allow yourself to mull it over on your own personal time. How beautiful is the Lord's Prayer? What is the beauty in the Lord's Prayer? Well, I mean, if we all forgave one another our trespasses as they forgave us, I think, a little bit more of heaven on earth. Again, this came through with this artwork. What is the artwork's significance? Well, as we internalize the Lord's Prayer, that's part of how we make it our own. So as we internalize the beauty, we can see, well, it's easier to internalize something if it's beautiful. It's easier to accept it. It's easier to embrace it, which again, embrace rhymes with place. He wants us to take our place. So my job, he said, was to tell this, and our job together is to take our place. Find out what that means. Go do it. So as we internalize this prayer, and it's easier to internalize if it's beautiful, it's easier to join to it because it's beautiful. You see something as beautiful, the tendency is to desire it. You're attracted to it, attracted to its beauty. Again, so the place he has for you is quite attractive. The artwork makes the statement that he cared enough to share that artwork, to drive the point home that he cares about you taking your place enough to tell little old me in a dream to share this. And I thought, well, what's a good conclusion on this? And what it came was, well, it's easier if it's beautiful, especially when it comes from God himself. Final words. As the children understand the Lord's Prayer and make it their own, he said to me, it will enable them to take their place. Those exact inflection, exact tone, exact pace of speech. So my word to you today as we conclude this again, take your place. Thank you. Have a great day.